Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for more sarcasm and slow clapping, even in the face of a staunch series of steady punches to the crotch in Tyranny. And hey, credit where credit is due, man. Say what you want about old Bitter Quip here, but the man is dedicated to his craft of bitter quippery. He's not rocking one of those ironic nicknames, is Bitter Quip. No, sir. This man lives, eats, breathes, and sweats unrelenting sarcasm. And he's willing to suffer for his craft if it comes down to it. Even last episode when Club Slugman strapped him to a chair and ground salt in his wounds like Greg Montgomery's dad did to Sergeant Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon, Bitter Quip, he stuck to his guns, man. Just kept in there, sarcastically quipping away while screaming in pain and spitting blood in Club Slugman's face. And yeah, I'm calling you out, by the way, Greg Montgomery's dad. I know you guys out there in viewerland, you forgot about the fact that when you were watching Dharma and Greg, that Montgomery Industries was built on human suffering and misery. Why do you think Greg's dad always looked so bored and disinterested with everything going on around him? It's because Montgomery Industries was founded with cleverly laundered heroin money. Greg's dad, he's seen some shit, man, and this regular everyday business day above the board straight businessman, white collar sort of life he's got, it just holds no interest for him. That's why he was always so disdainful of everything. It's also why Greg was always carrying around so much guilt regarding his parents. He's so ashamed of them. He knew where Edward and Kitty's money came from. Why do you think he became an attorney? He was determined to be the opposite of his old man. Oh, I don't want to be a rich, elitist, white drug smuggler. No, I'm going to go out and become a district attorney and fight the good fight. A lot of guilt issues there, Greg. A lot of guilt issues, man. Also, I'm blowing the lid wide open on Dharma and Greg. And if you don't believe me, just feel free to go watch Lethal Weapon. Greg's dad was not a nice man. Edward Montgomery, straight up scumbag. Speaking of straight up scumbags, we got more stuff to do, and old Club Slugman is going to be vital to that. We are still trying to find our missing iron here in Echo Call Crossing. Although I got to say, I'm not sanguine about our overall opportunities for that. Let's head on to Echo Call Village and see if maybe they don't continue there. And if maybe the journal entry is just like a little misleading. It says we were supposed to find it in Echo Call Crossing, but we found clues to it, and it said there have to be more clues nearby, and then there were definitely no more clues nearby. I'm thinking maybe the clues are actually here in Echo Call Village. Okay, so we've got some uninjured settlers. You know what? Let's go into stealth mode here. Resolve the battle of Echo Call Village. Okay, well, I'm going to sneak in.
They're here! Run! Go now!
How come these villagers can penetrate my stealth like nobody's business? What do you got? So we got a sun soldier and a sun soldier. All right, Barrack, you take this man. You know what? Go hit him with striking iron. Club Slugman, Club's got this man. I'm going to go over here and sunder this man's flesh. And I want you guys to also attack this man.
Graven Ash protects.
Get him sundered. Oh, stop hitting me. Oh, he threw that at verse, actually. All right, we're doing fine. Club, maybe it's time you pull out maybe an ability here now that you've got this man sundered. I'm thinking you should thrust and murder him. There you go, man. We got huge damage out of that thrust. And Club Slugman immediately turns to go put a beat down on this chappie. Oh, that guy tried to rock Barrack. He hit him with like a dazzling array of thrusts, and it did jack shit. He got set on fire and just taken out. We treated him like Endo treated... Oh, no, you don't need to go into stealth mode, Club Slugman. There's nothing to be stealthy about here. But we treated him like Endo did to Riggs and Lethal Weapon, man. Pete, you're making a lot of Lethal Weapon references. Hey, why not? It's a good movie. All right, so we do want to keep an eye out. Light leather vest. At some point, we'll have to go through our inventory. We should probably return to sneaking. Sun Soldier. That's probably a bad guy in disguise. Settler. We can talk to these settlers. What do you have to say, Settler? If I sneak over here and talk to you, you're just going to rat me out? I have nothing to do with the Oathbreakers, I swear. I'll be the judge of that, because, hey, I'm the fate binder here. All right, let's look around. We should... Oh, we already stole it. We got to remember, if it's not nailed down, we steal it. Hear muffled voices and fearful exclamations coming from inside. Ho, 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 ho. Sounds like fun. Muffled voices, fearful exclamations? Did we find the brothel? At last? At long last? Are Verse and I going to get to have our brothel-fueled romp that she's been taunting me with these many episodes? She keeps promising we're going to go to a brothel together, and then she fails to deliver time after time. It's like the world's worst Cyndi Lauper song, man. Time after time, you promised a brothel and you left me with a half a job. Time after time. Okay, what's in this barrel? Still no missing iron, but hey, we got some water.
Can't.
Sorry, you can't? Well, you can't walk around the tent? Club Slugman, what the hell is wrong with you? This is locked, but hey, we've got the necessary subterfuge. Let's check it out. Open this bad boy up. Steal the crates.
Got it.
Okay, staggering burn. All right. So it's like some kind of weapon upgrade thing. That maybe it's like is it like a resin from Dark Souls? We apply that to our weapon and then it does more damage? Aha! I sense a potential ambush and I should hope to avoid it. All right, so let's get a little bit closer here.
Found something.
Yep.
See that?
Yeah, there's a bunch of traps there. We're gonna have Verse handle those. Verse, you wanna disarm these bad boys? Man, Verse has got this subterfuge on lock. She's disarming traps like nobody's business. She spots them from 10,000 miles away. Were it not for Verse, we'd be getting our shit ruined here. So we got what? 2 Sun soldiers here. These guys are a little
point me in
injured.
the right direction.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Barrack. For once, I would like for you to
be
try and actually keep one of these men busy. Do you think that you could perhaps do that? My goal is to send you up here to engage this man. And I'm going
I'll
to give
do
you
it
like
for
a
the North.
25-minute head start. Okay, you're about to get discovered, which honestly, not a problem. Club Slugman, I would like you to come over here, and we're going to do our patented maneuver. You sunder
Will
that
do.
man. And in the meantime, Verse, Lantry, I want you guys to attack this man. Jump him.
Your champion.
protect us! We must go!
There we go. We sundered the holy living crap out of him. Hit him for 42. Now follow it up with a thrust and turn him into a pile of pork cutlets, Club Slugman. You know how this works. Make him into cutlets, dog. There it is. He is pork cutlets. That's all that remains. Excellent work. In the meantime, Barrack, stay over there taking it to the face the way you do that thing you do. Ow. Okay, well, that hurt a little bit. And there are my delicious pork cutlets. Fantastic work, guys. That's fucking teamwork right there. That's fucking teamwork.
Stepping lightly.
And yes, Verse, that was, that was a bit of a drop there from Fuck You Gently by Tenacious D. And when this is all
Spotted
over,
something.
then I'm going to fuck you hard. Somebody got +1 subterfuge. What did we find? Camping supplies. Okay. Lesser healing potion. All right. We've reached the maximum number of camping supplies. I seem to constantly have the maximum number of camping supplies. Oh, we also found a pair of leather gauntlets in a barrel of apples. The most likely place to find magical treasure. Where do you store your magic armor? It's over there buried under that bushel of apples. Why you put it there? Who the hell's going to look under a bushel of apples trying to steal magic armor? It's the perfect hiding spot because it's the last place you would ever look. Spending your time digging around through bushels of apples? The only person that's going to find that is one of those...
soldiers are here!
Stop giving away my shit. Club Slugman, chase that man down, beat him to death. We don't tolerate rats and stoolies here. Okay, so this is an archer, but he doesn't seem to be evil. Are you not an angry archer? I mean, you're definitely an angry archer, right? Oh, never mind. We've got a scripted encounter. Aha. All right, then. Itsani Sybil is back. You gonna show me your dong again? Lift up your little skirt there. I want to see it. Itsani Sybil's shrill voice pierces the air, a clarion call addressed not to you, but to the citizens of the village. Do not fear, sons and daughters of Apex. Kairos' hounds are at our doorstep. The Vendrian Guard will not abandon you. Brave warriors of the Vendrian Guard, these foreigners and sellouts mean to burn our homes and butcher our families. Well, I don't, actually. Mostly I just want to kill you and then go on about my business. I've got other things to do. And while burning homes and butchering families seems like the kind of thing that might entertain Club Slugman in his idle hours, I've really got more pressing shit on my plate at the moment. Summon what strength you have and show Kairos the price of taking our land. Several soldiers step out from half-closed doorways and dimly lit alleyways, fury blazing in their eyes. The partisans shout battle cries to marshal their courage, and you see the gray gleam of iron as they brandish their weapons and charge. How in the name of Ash did these hillfolk get their hands on iron weapons? Barrack regards the locals with momentary panic and bewilderment before settling his stance for battle. So are we going to fight that? It's like 3 guys. Oh, wait, it's actually considerably more than 3 guys. It's like 4 guys. So we got to focus our fire. All right, Barrack, I need you to go keep all of these people busy. Can you do that for me? I can't attack them yet. Well, here, just move to there. Club Slugman. Okay, we're going to continue. Barrack, try and keep all of them busy. This is what I need you to do. Honestly, this archer is probably the most dangerous. And I feel like it's maybe time for a combo ability. So, Verse, let's go ahead and Blood Soak Stone here. We got to knock one of these guys out quick. There, he's down. Oh, good God, Club Slugman was just lit ablaze. Okay, this man has got to die. Definitely, he is a threat. Okay. So let's Titan's touch these guys. We're getting wrecked. Okay, you're dead. No, Club Slugman, I need you to come and batter this man until he's unrecognizable.
Sorry, can't.
There we go. And now give him the thrust and see if we can interrupt that spell casting.
Will do.
Give him a little poke there, Club.
Are you
You got
afraid
this,
of
dog.
death, worm?
This just keeps throwing stuff at Verse. Leave my girl alone. You want to fight? Fight Club Slugman. He's unhittable. He also does like a minimal amount of damage. Hey, finally done over there, Barrack? Well, that only took like 400 years, so, you know, good work. Club, murder this man.
I got it.
Hit him with the Sunder Club, Slugman.
I'll omit that from the record.
What are you talking about, Landry? What record? Also, could you... You're not doing a very good job here on the healing. Oh, that's your combo ability. We don't want to use that. It's maybe a little early for that. Can we cancel that? Cancel that. Do this instead. Attack this person.
It's a hit.
Never mind, they're already dead. Club Slugman has done all of the heavy lifting, as always.
Sorry, can't do that.
Can't do what?
This weapon is entirely worthless.
This guy is unkillable. This Bastion has taken an unbelievable beating. Hey, Barrack, you want to make him swing at you? Or alternatively, just like
I will
stab him a
aid
lot? Club, you got it. You got to sunder him, dog. It's the only way we're getting through this armor. Oh, okay, see, that's a sundering right there. Good work, Club Slugman. That's how that shit is done. Looks like you took, did you get wounded? He's definitely wounded because his portrait's in red. So Bastion, all right, Barrack took a little hit here. Grab all of our stuff, but still, we came through that ambush relatively okay.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
Oh, a torsion wrench to open a wooden crate. Verse, I'm going to have to call you out on your engineering abilities there because you don't need a torsion wrench to open a wooden crate. You need like a crowbar, and that's pretty much straight up it. What's this over here? Echo Call Village appears to be unusually well supplied. It's likely the locals have been helping the revolution for some time. Yeah, where's the iron that we're supposed to be finding now? That's what I want to know. That's what Club Slugman wants to know. I was told these villagers were holding out on us and that they had secret iron and that if I could get some, a guy would make Club Slugman a really fancy club, which is basically the only thing he's ever wanted in his whole life. You guys are not helping me out here. He's a simple man with a simple dream, our Club Slugman. He just wants a shiny, fancy club. That's all he's looking for. He wants an elaborate, ornate scepter with which to slaughter his foes. Is it wrong to want to crush a man's skull? Oh, okay, there's a lot of bad guys up there. Including our chief bad guy, the lady who set the ambush. I don't suppose we could, like, camp here, could we? Nope. We may look into... Okay, give me this. Well, first we're going to look into stealing literally every single thing in this village before traveling on. We'll go fight the main encounter, because that's where they're railroad plotting us to. But before I do that, I'm taking all of it. We also may use some of these, like, buff items that we seem to have no trouble whatsoever coming across. Did we not steal out of this? Guys, you refuse to steal? What the hell is wrong with you? I can't have you in my party if you're going to refuse to steal. I'm sorry. It's just not, it's simply not allowed. Oh, okay, never mind. We didn't refuse to steal. It was camping supplies that we could not steal. All right, then. I feel better about being us. For a moment, I thought you guys were going to refuse to steal. And that was it. That's like, you know, cardinal sin for Club Slugman. You refuse to steal, you're getting kicked right out of the gang. We're like the little rascals, except, you know, evil. And refusing to steal is just not an option. So how do we get up here? I mean, it seems like they very much want us to come up here, but how do we get up there? Oh, okay. We can apparently just walk. Well, let's not go up there just yet, guys. All right, let's try and we got a pretty tough fight here. Let's try and do this a little smartly. So we have all of these like food and drink and buff items. Let's see if we can use any of this stuff. Beast Blood Pollen removes a random hostile effect. That doesn't seem that useful. Also, how are we ever supposed to use any of this crap in combat? Small bottle. Sold to a merchant. Rusted iron sword. We could eat some cheese. Plus 1 finesse for 600 seconds. All right, so let's like feed Club Slugman some cheese, I guess. Here you go, Club. Club Slugman does not have cheese? Wait. Never mind. Club Slugman, eat this cheese. Use it. Little bit of cheese for our old pal, Club Slugman. You know, he doesn't have the sweaty Parmesan cheese smelling goat nuts for a reason. I mean, it's not just dick cheese down there. He also rubs regular cheese on his balls. That's why they smell so terrible. Also, we should probably see if maybe we have a better hammer for Club Slugman. We didn't by chance stumble across a better version of a hammer, did we? Bunch of broken armor, some iron greatswords we don't want. Got a cloth hat. Any of this stuff useful at all? All of this stuff seems like garbage. It really all seems like it's just stuff we should be selling to merchants. What's this do? Potion of Revivable. 1 wounds removed. Okay. I mean, that's useful. We may not need that here. Are any of these things... Lesser healing potion. Gives us 35% health. How do we use that stuff in combat? Because that seems like the kind of thing that could potentially be life-saving in combat. But it doesn't seem like we have any way to... We actually have to go into our inventory to do that in combat? Okay, that's like a suboptimal interface. Oh, we can change the way we walk. Interesting. Let's do like this line formation. No, everybody get together here, though. Is there any way we could put Barrack in the front? We can. Yeah, Barrack, you are now in the front at all battles. So let's go up here then. Can we... Oh, and we can... Okay. If we right-click and drag, we can sort of arrange the way our party is facing. So now Barrack, our punching bag, is going to be in the front in all fights. And this is exactly what we're hoping for. I have no idea what path you guys are going to... Oh, you're going to path all the way around here? Okay. So we had to fight our way through this ambush. We had literally no choice. I feel less guilty about walking into it. If we're going to get railroad plotted, hey. Fine. I feel less bad about taking the railroad train and riding it right off of a cliff when we had no option. I mean, the rails only go to the cliff. It's not like there was a switch we could have thrown and avoided the cliff. We were always going to run over the damsel tied to those tracks. We didn't have a choice. I don't have to feel guilty about it anymore. Also, I guarantee we don't get an opportunity for stealth attacks on this, which is good because one of the other characters I thought about playing was like a sneaky character. Because I tend to like stealth characters in games like this, but I'm very much glad I went for the more straightforward face beating of Club Slugman, because every time we've tried to stealth any sort of important fight, the enemies just know we're here. There's no sneaking up on these people. We're just going to walk into a conversation. Once again, they have ambushed us with language. They're here! Weapons up! And remember, these no longer with us. Honor them with your courage and prowess. The captain turns to face you as I approach. Couldn't we... Can I just talk you down? I mean, I don't want to. I want to beat you to death. See, I'm torn. I'm a lazy. This is the epitome of the Club Slugman conundrum. Club Slugman hates everyone and he wants to murder them. Smashing people with clubs is what he wants. But also, Club Slugman is a profoundly lazy man. And usually he resorts to smashing people's skulls in with a club because it's just the path of least resistance. But sometimes, when they're gifted fighters, the skull slugging is not the path of least resistance. That's the path of most resistance. I'm torn. Fatebinder, we are proper warriors, are we not? You're surprisingly competent. Yeah, a little troublesomely so, in fact. This battle should remain between those of us who specialize in dealing death Let the villagers go. They did not ask for this conflict. The townsfolk may go. The rest of you stand and fight. I'm not here for slaughter. I'd prefer to talk. This village is an accessory to sedition. Surrender or perish. I don't really need to kill these villagers because, again, lazy. Surrender or perish. I didn't know our guilt was a winter fever so easily shared through the village, but perhaps the only way to impress your overlord is to slaughter the sick and unready. They knew the cost of the... What? Hold on a second. I'm completely confused by the way this conversation is turned. Are you sure you listened to what I said, Itsani Sybil? I just said, you know what? I'm not here for slaughter. Really, the trail of my dead friend says otherwise. What is there to say, Fatebinder, unless it's sorry for all the murders followed by a big swig of hemlock? It's too late for words to solve anything. Well, I guess I'm just going to smash her skull in then. Captain looks at you expectantly. Your soldiers stand ready, and the muffled cries and sobs of villagers fill the air. Run, all of you are... Yeah. You know what? Let's see if we can bluff our way out of this. You've lost loyalty with Barrack. Finder, what do you mean by this dereliction of duty? I could see us letting the sick and infirm go to tell of our infamy. These South knobs? Is that a euphemism for penis, Barrack? Why don't you just call them dick? Just be like, these guys are dick cheese. Like the kind that grows and like they're the thick and hearty dick cheese that gives you your powerful scrotal funk. You don't call them a South knob. Also, if that's what you're shooting for, you misspelled knob, I think. It's supposed to be a K in that. Took up arms against Kairos. That cannot be forgotten. Draw my weapon. Villagers leave, the rest now. We've beaten their warriors and shamed the captain astride her ancestral river. Never heard of winning graciously. Yeah, Barrack. We must take Echo Call Crossing. You know what? Fine. Just let's kill everyone. I don't care about gaining loyalty with Barrack. I just kill about murdering. I'm not gonna try and talk my way out of this. I want to smash skulls. That's it. Now is the time for this. Barrack, I have a feeling like you're going to be taking the brunt of the punishment here, so in fact, let's just run you right into the middle. I do have a plan, however, for our beloved captain friend here, which is we're going to hit her with death from above. And Lantry, I want you to put that magical special ability on Club Slugman, actually.
So we have
There we go. Now, Club Slugman, your job is to kill this woman, because she's definitely going to be like the most dangerous party member. So, there we go. Now she's sundered. Now, follow it up and hit her with the thrust.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Yeah, you tell him, Verse. Lantry, what the hell are you doing, dog? Okay, Club Slugman is really hurt. Do this thing. This is supposed to make us, like, do Warrior's Respite. It's supposed to heal us, but make us do less damage. Oh, good God. We're getting wrecked.
Worthless.
Okay, who is hitting us with all the fireballs and shit? We should... Greater Renewal? Greater Renewal. I think Barrack may be going down. Wow, we are not having a good time. These ranged guys are really tearing us apart. Verse, what are you doing, dog? Is this man almost dead? That man is barely even injured. We got to do better at our, like, target selection. Okay, Club Slugman, you got to go engage these guys who are just wrecking our shop. You know what? Hit him with the blood-soaked stone.
You got
from the record.
That wizard... Oh, shit. Barrack is down.
For another?
Club Slugman he's taking a beating here. Barrack is down. Club's getting wailed on. I have no idea what Lantry is doing at all. This man is just destroying us. Is he down? Okay, thank Christ. That wizard was kicking the shit out of us, man. Lantry, you're getting the holy living hell beat out of you. Can you bring a man back? Okay, quicken Club Slugman.
ready.
He's the only man who's been able to do anything thus far. Quicken Club.
Is that ink? No, wait. It's blood.
I love the fact that we have to stop attacking so that we can take advantage of being quickened. Also, Club Slugman continues to get... Man, Lantry's going down, too. This is not good. The battle is looking... All is looking... There goes Lantry. He's down. All right, it's just me and it's you, Verse. It's just you and me, dog. It's all come down to this. You and I, we're the only two left. We can do this. We could make this happen. Club's gonna run around here. Fantastic pathing, Club Slugman. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Get the cleave in there. Verse is doing the tanking. That's not gonna end well. Okay, which one of these guys is more injured? This guy is almost dead. Use a lesser healing potion, Club Slugman. Verse, you cannot use a lesser healing potion. All right, Club Slugman, it's all up to you, dog. Good shot, Verse. You set him on fire. It didn't do a whole hell of a lot of good because then you got stabbed by 1,000 strikes. We leveled mid-combat. It's going to be the thing that saves us.
Bleed out, you little
Yeah, you tell him. To call him a little shit. No, that's fine. Call him a little shit.
shit.
Get sundered, son. We can't do it because he's already dead. That's why. And if you were alive, you'd have heard that ironic retort. Itsani Sybil can barely summon the strength to crawl. I'm surprised she can summon any sort of strength at all because, like mere moments ago, I'm pretty sure Club Slugman and company turned her into a big stack of pork cutlets. She sort of exploded into a bloody cloud of gobbets, but suddenly she's fine. Talk about she's got some quality healing magic on her side, I guess. After several attempts, she cobbles what's left of the bloody chunks of her flesh back into a vaguely humanoid-shaped pile and slips in her own pooling blood. She lifts her head to focus on us. She mouths several words, though no cogent sound escapes her mouth until she falls to her knees, bracing her side. I think you mean, like,
Enough
holding
of this.
her side, actually.
My bedroll calls.
Who are you? And why are you bored? Well done, Fate Binder. If this one survives its wounds, we even have a fresh present of the Archon of Secrets. I think you mean 4. Okay, hold on a second, Tyranny. I got a problem with this. For a game whose focus is supposed to be like the fact that it's grossly overwritten and it's got a deep, rich story, you got a lot of grammatical errors and fucking typos in this shit. Did nobody do even a casual proofreading of this? He did request a personal audience with any leader we can take alive. That's a mighty big if. These southern folk are a sickly bunch. Antio wags a hand dismissively. Look at her suffer. It's making me sick. I'll kill her and get this over with. I say give her to the Scarlet Chorus and see if she survives the trip back to camp. A wise choice, my good Fate Binder. Bitter Quip sarcastically claps and then motions to his gang. Take this one back to camp and be gentle for a change. If you deliver a corpse to the voices of Nirat, you can expect to share her fate. Also, where were you guys 5 minutes ago when Club Slugman was getting his head staved in? I could have used a little bit of this 8-man wrecking crew you guys got back then. I'd already killed everyone in the village. So if she lives, this fanatic will be entrusted with a weapon. Lovely. Just, hey, if we can use our foes against our other foes, Antio, how is that not beneficial to us? And what of this village? The locals could have trapped the houses, so too risky to commandeer the site. He shrugs, his tone becoming matter-of-fact. We should burn a town. It'll cut off support, send a message, and the smoke signal will give the others a visible rallying point when crossing the Mantani. Yeah, or alternatively, we could have a fucking base on this side of the Mantani because we didn't just burn everything in salty earth. Did we just waste all that blood and time capturing this place only to torch it all? Now, I adore the mystic power of fire in ways none of you could possibly understand. But even I think there's a time and place for arson. Fadebinder, kindly tell Antio he's free to burn his half of the village. The Scarlet Chorus would like to keep our half of the spoils, not smoke it. The settlement should be preserved, and any still here made slaves or conscripts. Gain fear with Barrack, gain favor with the Scarlet Chorus, and wrath with the Vendrian Guard. You place too much trust in these locals, especially after their last deception. The first chance they get, they'll turn coat and stab their gang boss in the back. Well, fortunately, there's 1 billion of us and like 4 of them, so if that happens, we can just cut their throats then. That would only prove our point. These are competent fighters who are better put to work in Kairos' army. No boss who falls to a simple villager deserves to live anyway. Well spoken, verse. I like the cut of your jib more and more. I'd also like to see what's under the cut of your jib. You mind lifting up that skirt and giving Club Slugman a peep? I mean, I've showed you my stinky, reeking goat nuts enough times. You don't seem that interested in them, but I really want to kind of change your mind. I could go dip my balls in a river. Would that help sway your opinion? Cairo's edict looms overhead. We have nothing better to do with our time. The disfavored warrior shakes his head in a huff and turns to his squad. Hear that? The Corps has just made this town their headache. Now start rounding up your gear. There's lots to do before we rest. A sensible decision, dear Fatebinder. If we hold to the disfavored's pogrom of raised soil, what will remain for us to rule? Bit-equip claps his hands. Oh shit, he's literally doing the sarcastic clapping now. Raising his voice to address his gangs. Seize this place, search the homes, take all that you can carry. Give each survivor a chance at the voice's mercy. But the ungrateful, be brutal. Fatebinder, you've helped enough. The Iron Marshal sent word that the Archons are meeting at this disfavored camp and your presence is requested. You should make haste back to camp. We'll take it from here. I didn't find my iron, though.
On it.
Earlier, I was told that there would be, like hidden stashes of iron and that I could abscond with them, but now I gotta say, I'm not finding my hidden stashes of iron. It said there would be clues nearby, and then there definitely were no clues nearby. Can we talk to you? Nope. You can kill us here, but our cause will blossom elsewhere. The tears will not remain in chains for long. Well, not if Club Slugman has anything to say about it, and it's unfortunate for you that pretty much Club Slugman exclusively has things to say about it. It's really all he cares about. But I'm taking a look at the clock on this episode, and I think this is a good place to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see Club Slugman's finesse buff from his cheese finally wear off, who would have thought the dick cheese would have made you extra greasy? But I suppose when you got the extra slipperiness in your crotch there, you just you can move with a more fluid grace. Who would have suspected? Certainly not me. Then again, I'm cut, so the smegma is not really a problem for Perfidious Pete. That took a weird turn. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really means a lot. If you want to see the cheese buff wear off, consider subscribing as well. New content posted pretty much every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here for Tyranny. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.